So we just got to be real with what's going on. You know, this man was absent until she became famous, which means what? So that
yeah, because they alluded to that in the documentary where they were saying that some people was like, you know, they didn't say any negative things. I mean, they alluded to some negativity about him, but they also insinuated that oh, Brittany's gonna buy me a boat. Like, it was just very financial when it comes to your child. And the worst thing you could do, this is why I always say, never hire your parents to be your managers. Never hire somebody you're sleeping with to manage your money, because when money is involved, you really get to see people's true ulterior motives, and it's just sad to see like this girl going through what she's going through. And I love the fact that you had everyone from Andy Cohen to Sarah Jessica Parker to Miley Cyrus to even Nutmeg McCain from The View talking about Free Britney and things. I would have loved to hear Madonna say some stuff, but I heard there's a gag order around her, so she really can't say nothing in regards to Britney and the whole situation due to her father. So to me, I look at it as Jamie Spears and Kelvin, aka Wendy's ex-husband, got a lot in common in regards of sociopaths, manipulation of women, like the way they try to control the women in their lives. And I wish, I don't know what it is, that I know there was a point where Britney and her mother weren't close, but I did see there was a recent picture of her and her mother took a photo together. This was like maybe last year. I would really love to see Lynn step up and save her child or do something. Like, to me, I just feel like I don't understand how this man is able to get away with so much, and Lynn just feels so powerless in this whole situation. When last time I checked, mothers usually have more power in custody situations, whatever the situation is, over the husbands, unless the wife did something so extreme that, you know, they get away with it. But what do you think about the whole situation of people saying that, though, the fans are demanding that Justin Timberlake apologize for his past treatment of Britney? Because, you know, on the strength of Janet Jackson, I have no respect for him and how he responded to the situation. That like her titty came out by itself, like a ghost removed that piece of fabric from her boob. First, it wasn't a big old white hand that did
it. First, I want to read what Britney said here. Britney says here, this is quoted. Pop Crave for this says the snapshot here. Can't believe this performance of Toxic was from 3 years ago. I will always love being on stage, but I'm taking time to learn and be a person. I love simply enjoying the basics of everyday life. Each person has their story. Each person has their story and their take on other people's stories. We all have so many different bright, beautiful lives. Remember, no matter what we're thinking, no matter what we know about a person's life is nothing compared to the actual person living behind the lens.
I agree.
Me too. I am, you know, glad that, you know, she's clearly seeing everything. I saw other reports that she is considering doing her own type of documentary, according to Page 6. So I hope that turns into something too. Yeah. But real quick, there's also let me try to find this picture if I can.
You know, while you look at, they also said that while she's doing the documentary and they're following her around and stuff, that she's afraid that her father is going to find out, or whatever the case is, and trying to set his own narrative on the documentary, trying to have control over the documentary in so many words. But my thing is, if there was this an exclusive from the New York Post, like, why are you revealing that she's doing this documentary? You're letting him know, and the people that work with him know, that she's got something that's happening and is coming out. Because one of the things I've always said, I've always wanted to see Britney tell her side of the story and be able to tell her own narrative. And everybody's been able to talk for her except her. The only time we got to see like her true emotional self was during past interviews. So yes, I really would like to see her like not heavily drugged up and really give a good interview.
So this is a sign that's out there going around, a sign that says basically, "We are sorry, Britney Spears." The Free Britney movement is real. That is what people are saying. Like you said, also goes about Justin Timberlake, and the list goes on and on and on. And yeah, it it's not gonna go away. And I don't care what anyone says, including Wendy Williams. Like, she's trying to play the documentary because no one watched hers, I guess, but whatever.
Well, I told you the ratings of the Wendy Williams thing last week. It did well for Lifetime. It did good for it did well for Lifetime.
Yeah, but she's always trying to play someone, so I just wanted to say that. But
did she talk about Britney? Because I don't recall. I might have fell asleep.
Yeah, she was just like, well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing you saw already.
It actually wasn't. So you really weren't paying attention, just like you don't pay attention during Hot Topics when it comes to talking about people. You couldn't tell Gabriel Aubry from Olivier Martinez, and I know the difference between them two. First of all, Olivier is French, and then Gabriel is the white one with blonde hair. How the fuck you don't know your own goddamn Hot Topics? And Norman, basically, y'all just need to switch damn chairs, and you need to let Norman sit at the purple chair because he knows more of your damn celebrity news and gossip than your letter peep shaped ass does. So I don't understand how you're supposed to be the queen of Hot Topics, but you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. At least when we do this show, we have to know what the hell we're talking about and have all our facts straight. So let me tell you, one of Britney's boyfriends, Sam Asghari, at least I know what he is and what he looks like, has came out and called Jamie Spears a total dick who's meddled in their relationship. He said, like, which one was it? Sean Preston, I think he was the one that came out against his own grandfather. He called him the F word, which I don't agree with, but and this is I think the first time that Sam has publicly come out and said something about Britney's father and conservator. He said, I'm trying to read it, but this stuff, it's important for people to understand that I have zero respect for someone trying to control our relationship and constantly throwing obstacles our way. In my opinion, Jamie is a total dick. I won't be going into details because I've always respected our privacy, but at the same time, I didn't come to this country to not be able to express my opinion and freedom. I wonder where Sam is from, because with the name of Asghari, I wonder if he might be from the Middle East. I'm getting like kind of a Middle East vibe based off, the last name. So maybe he's like Persian, Iranian. He's fine though. I get that. Britney definitely, knows how to pick him when it comes to men. She got exquisite taste. But I don't agree with that. It's like, you know what? He's going to defend his girlfriend through and through. And I hope she does get the help that she needs. I mean, I know Sonny says that, this conservatorship, she may not be able to get out of it because no one has ever done it. But you know what? Like I always say, there's a first time for everything. So maybe she will get out of it.
I agree. I mean, the reason why is never been, challenged is no one ever challenged it. So it's not that it can't happen. It's just there's no record in the law that shows that it's possible. But like everything, people said Obamacare and gay marriage impossible. You just gotta have the right case. The right people put the right case out there. I mean, clearly she's cognitive, so it's not like she's I don't know. I can't even think of anyone, but she's not, an imbecile. She could think for herself, basically. So, whatever the kind of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, whatever the father is trying to do is clearly has to do with. I think the father really wanted to. I think that's what it was. I don't even think it has anything to do with mental health because clearly. I mean, okay, she, I according to the documentary, she clearly was dealing with some postpartum depression, which obviously is very common for new moms.
So after they have children,
right? So the media obviously
and
took
people you forget what the feeding of the umbrella came from and all that stuff. And
the media got the best of it. So, and that's just kind of how it snowballed from there.
Because the paparazzi pissed me off too. They were like, oh, well, we didn't know that she was going through so much because she didn't say anything. I'm like, you couldn't tell by her fucking body language? Like, are you dumb? So to me, I'm like, you guys were not interested in her mental health. You didn't care about her. You didn't care about